Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Let me know if you can hear me, baby dolls. Happy Thursday to you. I hope you are feeling good, looking good, smelling good, and in the best headspace you can be with everything that's happening and going on. I just need to know if you can hear me or not. Welcome into Miss Buckeye 99, Sanders RN 23, 5-star. Only Me 23, Diddy's Baby, Oil, Miss CLC, TD Will. Hey, 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 what's going on? Hopefully you can hear me because I am speaking to everybody in the room and y'all are looking good and smelling good. Hello, hello, hello. Kimmy K, welcome on in, baby. How are you? How are you doing? What's going on? Hey, let's talk about it. What's up? Hey, girl. Hey, hey, y'all. Hey. I said, hey. Great. I'm glad you all can hear me. First and foremost, we definitely want to make sure that we let our babies in California know that we are thinking about them. Prayers to our California sugars. Check in with us whenever you can. Let us know that you are okay. And baby, there's so much going on. Clutching my hair at bone. Hello, baby. How are you? There's so much going on, baby. I know you've seen the news. Prayers to anybody who has been affected by what happened with the flight in a helicopter. You know, I don't really like talking about a lot of things that make me sad, but if you have been affected by that, prayers to you, baby. And I just want to embrace you and hug you during this difficult time. There's just so much going on when you turn on the television. I really can't handle it, to be quite honest with you. TB21, welcome on in, baby. How are you? Miss Boogie Down. Hey, boo. Hey, what's up? Okay, so I'm going to get right on into it, baby. Okay, we're going to get right into it. So I'm, scrolling my phone, doing what I need to do. And I come across a video. Now, I believe that this is a old video. I don't think it's current. And it's called Operation Meal Ticket. What was it? Operation. Hold on, y'all, before I start lying. No, God damn it. Let me just pull it up on. Basically, it was an EBT scam. And I said, what is this, honey? Now, it looks old. When I go to the ABC News down there in the Florida for the county, I'm not finding anything current. But I thought it was just, let me just play it. I said, who are these people, Lord have mercy? What had happened? Hold on, y'all. Let me, now see, I done effed up the thing. Let me try to, I'm going to go to my Instagram. That's what I'm going to do. Go on down to my Instagram. And then I'm going to pull it up that way. Yeah, that's what makes the best sense to me. I said, who are these people? What y'all did? What happened? Like I said, I believe this is a old story. So keep that in mind. But nonetheless, I said, what kind of shit is this here? Because see, now, okay, come on now. EBT fraud not coming up. EBT scam. And I'm probably going to have to send it to myself in order to find it. And a lot of things been happening with people have been getting their SNAP benefits. Their food stamps have been stolen. And from what I'm understanding, they're not replacing people's stolen food stamps. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Damn it, I cannot find it. I'm so pissed off. Let me go back to TikTok. Well, first, before we even go there, if there's anybody in here that gets SNAP benefits, I'm going to play this video. You need to fact check, of course. Please fact check anything that I'm saying. All right. You go on down to the TikToks and you don't know who these damn people are. Okay. El Cid, welcome on in, baby. Also, what I'm about to share, fact check this with your own county, city, state, or however it works when it comes to your SNAP benefits. Okay. So 1 second, let me see. Let me pull this up and share my screen. These are the changes coming down the line for 2025 and SNAP benefits. Again, please do your own research. I just want to share it because I did find this when I was looking into this other video that I told you about. If you do not receive SNAP benefits, then if you know somebody who does, help, share it with them, okay? Give me 1 second. Damn it. Why can't I share the damn screen? Login. Okay, here we are.
6 years. I have processed hundreds of SNAP cases, and here are 5 things that you need to know about SNAP benefits in 2025. Number 1, the federal government will not be replacing stolen SNAP benefits anymore. Due to the ending of the American Relief Act, the federal government will no longer be replacing SNAP benefits that were stolen after December 21st, 2024. Now, the states may choose to replace your benefits, but that is not guaranteed. So if you have recently had your SNAP benefits stolen, speak to a caseworker at your local office so that you can discuss your options. Number 2, SNAP benefit work requirements may be coming back. Most states have a work requirement to receive SNAP benefits, but a lot of those states had suspended their work requirement over the past few years. On October 31st, 2025, a lot of states are set to return the work requirement in order to receive SNAP benefits. That means if you're someone who does not have a minor child or you're not disabled, you may be required to work at least 20 hours a week in order to receive any SNAP benefits. Number 3, EBT cards are being updated to include a chip. This could possibly prevent a lot of the EBT theft that has been going around over the past few years. Number 4, you may be able to use your EBT cash benefits to buy certain things on Amazon. This has already been rolled out in some states, but it is said to be expanding in 2025. And number 5, the federal government may take away your ability to buy junk food with SNAP benefits. The governor of Arkansas has written a letter to the USDA seeking permission from the federal government to ban the purchase of highly processed and unhealthy junk food. This includes soda, chips, candy, anything like that. If the USDA grants this to the governor of Arkansas, I'm sure all the other states will follow. So if you have any questions about any of these changes, feel free to let me know, and I hope this helped. Things you need to know about SNAP benefits in 2025. If you're new here, my name is Crystal.
Okay, Shay. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to share that in case it applies for anybody in here, or if you know somebody who may want to know that, that may need to know that information. Again, have them do their own research. Honey, I don't listen. Okay. Now, this video that I'm going to share. Hey, Miss Lorraine, baby, how are you? Welcome on in, El Cid, baby. Hey, Diddy's baby oil. Did I speak to you, honey bunny? Monique, hey, welcome on in. Hey. You said food stamps will soon replace WIC. Yikes. Are they going to add extra money to the EBT card for the WIC? Honey, that milk is very expensive. So are they going to add more money to your SNAP benefits so that you can get WIC, or are you going to have to get your WIC along with your groceries for your family? Yikes. Baby, y'all know that milk for those babies, if you are not breastfeeding, is very, very expensive. Very, very expensive, honey. Yes, very expensive. Okay. Clutching my herringbone. Yes, definitely heard about it in Texas. Benefits was used in New York, and no, they will not replace them. I think it's happening to the ones who, the Walmart. Okay. Yes. That makes a lot of sense. Clutching my herringbone about the Walmart online orders. That makes a lot of sense. But see, whenever you're doing an online order, they don't have access to your information, and you have to enter your PIN, because when I have to order for my grandmother, I have to enter in her PIN number in order to use her benefits whenever I have to place an online order for her. And it's really strict as far as like when you do a Walmart order and you're using SNAP benefits. For instance, when I do it for my grandma, They don't even allow you to you can't even leave a tip unless you have something that is a non-food item that requires you to split the payment into two. But you can't even use a tip just so that you can't play games with the food stamp card for Walmart. So I wonder how they're, you know what I'm saying? I wonder how they're breaking through that. Yeah, no more soda is definitely healthy. I can't agree with that. I don't disagree with the whole junk food and the health, the unhealthy snacks thing. I don't. I mean, at the end of the day, it is assistance. So I don't disagree with that. I know some people might be looking at me like, what? I don't. I don't disagree with that at all. Reef and Muff's mom, welcome on in, baby. Dang, the food stamps won't be replaced after December date. Well, yes, that's what I was seeing a lot of. Even on YouTube, people were like a few of the young babies that I follow. That's, I don't know if they're in the mommy sector or where they're from, but one of the girls, she lost her food stamps and they did not not lost, they were stolen and they did not replace it. Thank God for her sister. Her sister was able to get her some groceries. But I'm like, my God, on today, I can't even imagine. Now they will dictate what you can purchase, like that. Yes, like exactly. Diddy's baby, or like how they do with WIC. Which, I mean, do you guys agree or disagree with that? Do you feel like we should be able to get whatever we want to get if we're getting assistance? Or do you think there should be rules and regulations as far as, what you can and cannot get with your SNAP benefits? So yeah, let me know. If junk food is no longer an option, they need to add more money as well. Well, do you feel like junk food is more expensive than um regular food, whole foods, raw foods? Do you feel like if they say you can't get the junk food, wouldn't that leave more money for them to purchase, meats and vegetables and, fruits? You know what I'm saying? Grains, canned goods, whatever it is that you need to fulfill your meals in your home. Because junk food is not cheap. At least last time I checked, it wasn't, honey. Elsa, that is correct, doll. No tips in Walmart food stamps. Thank you for confirming that with me. I didn't want, you know what I mean? I'm just being honest because, we do help my grandmother out and she receives benefits, SNAP benefits. And I was wondering what was going on because, see, I didn't know. I used to pay for my Walmart with PayPal. And I was wondering every time I would pay with PayPal, I'm like, why is the tip option removed? And I was just like, oh, well, maybe it's like a Spark driver or something. Because if you place an online order with Walmart, online meaning you're going to have it shipped to you or delivered to you, I believe it's shipped. I think that's the company, or Spark. I believe there's Spark drivers. There's no tip option. But then when you do food, or if you get it from the grocery store as a delivery from the actual store, it's if you use PayPal as an option, you can't use any Walmart cash, and it doesn't allow you to tip the drivers, which is odd. I don't know what Walmart's doing with that app. They need to do something about prices. Healthy food is expensive. Queen Black, hello, how are you, honey? Well, yes, healthy food is expensive, but so is junk food, is what I was trying to say. So if they did not increase the amount because they're taking away the option for you to purchase your junk food, isn't junk food expensive? I don't think healthy food is necessary. It's not necessarily expensive. It depends on what you're buying. Now, if you're going to go buy organic this and organic that, Nene says organic. Nene leaks. If you're going to buy like organic foods or, certain foods that are advertised to be better for you as far as labels, then yeah, it's going to be more expensive. But if you're just buying, the value pack of chicken legs or chicken wings or ground meat, ground turkey, vegetables, so on and so forth, I I guess I'm not understanding. My food is so damn expensive, so I'm out of reality when it comes to. I lost a touch of reality when it comes to what things really cost, because I'm going to always have a high grocery bill because I have food allergies. So, honey, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Junk food is an easy option for a lot of people that receive benefits. Processed food would also include ramen, hamburger helper as well, right? What about frozen pizzas? Well, you now can learn how to, well, ramen. And listen, everybody's budget is different, but you can get a big pack of ramen for less than $5, right? So there's that. Hamburger helper, I get what you're saying, but you can also buy a bag or a box of pasta for a low price and just use your Lipton soup recipe options, so on and so forth. Because with that hamburger helper, you still have to add the meat to it. It doesn't come with the meat. Maybe I'm just looking at it because that's the way I cook, but I could be loud and wrong at the same time. If you get soda and chips that you may eat with sandwiches, I don't see that as being a problem. This is a reach, in my opinion. Well, you got a point. I see what you mean. Okay, I'm not sure how they're getting it. It's sad and low down all the way around. Junk food may be the only way some can reward the babies for doing good or something. Okay, I get that. Or we can now buy flour, and we can buy sugar, and we can buy chocolate chips, because I don't believe that would be considered junk food. Maybe, I don't know. Babies, I don't know. I'm looking at alternatives. You can go to the Dollar Tree and get a bag of chocolate chips for $1.25. I mean, I guess there's ways to kind of make sense of this. I don't know. Healthy food is expensive, but I've never gotten it, so I'm not sure how to feel. The amount shouldn't be increased. Also, what about people who live in food deserts? There's so many other facts. That's true. The food deserts, that is a big problem. Did they fix that issue? For instance, I know Detroit. In Detroit, there were a lot of issues with the food deserts. So that could be problematic. And for instance, if you have to now, thank you, Diddy's Baby Oil. So now this is going to be helpful for where I stood at in the beginning of this discussion. When it comes to the junk food or processed food, if they decide you can no longer get that with your benefits, and you live in an area where they consider it to be a food desert, Family Dollar, for example, has some store locations who consider to be it's a larger store, and it's like a grocery store, right? But most of the items in that Family Dollar, although they have some meats, they have some dairy, they don't have produce. I haven't seen any that have produce. A lot of the food, it is junk food. It is going to be your processed food, and they do take SNAP benefits. So that can be problematic. That can be problematic in areas where there are food deserts. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I told one young girl to get a whole chicken, and she didn't know what to do with it. Yeah, I think it's all about learning. People were upset when TikTok was about to be banned with here's the thing. You got to now get on the TikTok and get out there and find out what you can do with your SNAP benefits and the foods that you need to buy, since you can no longer have the junk food or the processed food, right? You're going to have to figure out, okay, well, what can I buy? So if you're allowed to buy, you're going to be allowed to buy flour, right? You should still be able to buy a bag of sugar. I believe they're talking about processed junk foods. You're going to have to now probably get into what our grandmas used to do, making the butter cookies, making your own cookies and stuff. I don't know. You might have to thinly slice those potatoes and fry them hard and make your own potato chips. I don't know. I don't know what to say when it comes to that. I really don't, because I haven't been on that side of the fence where, even when I did receive assistance, like back in my 20s, for example, I always had a job, or I just always had something to help me with the assistance that I was already receiving, is what I'm trying to say. So I just don't know what it is to have that type of struggle, not have, I just always had all of the options. I'm just being honest. So I wouldn't know what to do if that was my only way of feeding my family. I'm just being honest. But if I had my back up against the wall, I would think to myself, okay, I'm going to have to learn how to cook different than my traditional way of cooking for my family now, if I can no longer get the fast way of eating and the fast way of cooking. So it's rough. It's rough. I heard they want to cut beans. So what? Beans? Not the legumes, baby. Are you serious? If I said it wrong, baby, I charge it to the game. I told one girl, okay, we talked about that. Junk food is cheaper. I bet they will start selling them for half off again. I think that they would have to take out all of the junk food in schools, and I doubt that's happening. Well, I know a lot of schools, they have a certain requirement when it comes to exactly what they can have as far as the junk food is concerned. It just depends on what you call junk food. But I think they have requirements now that they have to follow. I forgot what the program is called. I know that I know some daycares here in Pennsylvania had to follow certain guidelines for when it's time to, feed the children. I forgot what the program is called. But I think some of the schools follow that as well. I didn't know we were going to get in depth with this. So I do apologize that I'm not prepared, because I was going to get into the video that I originally seen that led me to the video that I just shared with you guys about the 2025 change, that they're going to implement for the SNAP benefits. I bet they will start selling I think they would have to take out, okay, hamburger helper is junk food. Yes. So it's okay. So it depends on what they consider junk food and processed foods. I'm sure, like we said, with WIC, it's very specific what you can get. You can get cereal, but I believe back when I got WIC was like over 20 something years ago, right? You had to get Kix cereal, King vitamin cereal. I believe you could get cornflakes, and I believe when I was pregnant, you were able to get like fruits, tuna, things like that. It was just very specific, but I felt like it was helpful. I did feel like, even though it was strict, it was helpful. And since I got WIC, it's been over 20 years, right? They did expand that list. Remember, you can get Juicy Juice. You could get some decent things on WIC. So I'm assuming if they go with this same type of, outline for SNAP benefits, you should have some options out there to get through, is what I'm assuming. I'm only assuming this. You have to think about the people that can cook and take the time to do so. Some communities don't have the time to cook a real meal as often. I feel that, Sanders. I do. What do you think, Sanders, about crock pots? Do you feel like it's time for them to learn like how to, put the food in the crock pot, so that if they don't have time, they can slow cook their meals now? Or what? I don't know. I don't know. It's you get what I'm saying? It's weird. I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about it or how to think about it or what to, we've all been in a grocery store and you've seen carts. And if you're like me, I'm nosy. You look in carts, you see what people are buying. And I don't know how to feel about it, to be quite honest with you. I consider myself to be someone who likes to cook, but I like it to happen in a fast, quick process. I don't want to be in the kitchen all day. I'm not going to lie to you. And I feel like you can do that with whole foods and vegetables quickly. That's just my opinion, though. But everybody's different, I don't like food as a reward for kids. It can give an unhealthy relationship with food. That's true. But I mean, it's nice that, the little baby, to give them a little cookie or something every once in a while. But Queen Black is saying it's about control. I agree with the rules, but I think there should be options for people living in some areas. Now, Sanders, absolutely. When it comes to that, especially like you guys said with the food deserts, there definitely should be options for damn sure. No, there are still plenty of food deserts. I just feel like it's sad. I'm not going to lie to you. We have one. We have a Family Dollar here, and it's a large Family Dollar. I actually have a video on that. Yes, I did do a video on that because I used to think I was going to be an influencer and a like blogger for like grocery shopping and all of the things. But, you know, we're here now, right? And I went into that Family Dollar and I was shocked because of the pantry items they had. There was so many options. But once again, now that we're talking about food deserts and now that we're speaking on, you know, them cutting these benefits, maybe I haven't, like I said, we're listening to her. You got to do your research. Most of the items were processed. Okay. And they only had a limited amount of like dairy, you know, your eggs and your, you know, meats and stuff. And it was processed meats, your lunch meat, bacon, you know, it was things like that. There wasn't really a lot of whole foods. If you're watching your figure, if you want to use that as an example, that was in that Family Dollar. I know the Dollar General has more of an option. The Dollar General that now has grocery, they have more of an option. In there, I've seen actual raw chicken and ground meat, things like that. So, but if you don't have that in your area, it's not helpful. Uh-huh. Don't forget oranges, ladies, lemons, buying a bag of both. Yeah. Nope. That's why they're trying to allow food purchases from Amazon to help combat the food deserts. Okay. The food deserts is a real thing in Houston. The items in the community are available, but more expensive due to the quantity sold. Good morning to hey, Miss Veronica, baby. How are you? If I missed anybody, I'm sorry because you know, usually we're in here being messy and we done got serious. So I wasn't paying attention to who fell into the room. But welcome on in, baby dolls. How are you? Reefs and Muff's mom said they probably should make it similar to WIC and create allowances from each food group to include pictures available at stores, what's allowed that don't include. And hopefully that's what they will do because I felt like WIC was easy to follow. It was very easy to follow. So the only option right now to purchase food is Whole Foods. Maybe that will change. You know, I work part-time at Whole Foods 4 in the morning. That's where I go. If you don't know, at 4 in the morning, when I say I'm going to my part-time job, I go to Whole Foods. I work at Whole Foods and Whole Foods is expensive. Now I do e-commerce. So if you place an order through Amazon for Whole Foods, I'm one of the ones that's shopping your order, packing your order, and staging your order for the Amazon drivers to come and pick it up. And even with my discount, it's very expensive to shop in Whole Foods. Now, I was shopping in Whole Foods before I started working there. I started working there in May. I was shopping in Whole Foods before I was working there. And I'm going to tell you, it is very expensive. But now Whole Foods has their own private label, which is 365, which is less expensive than the name brand items throughout the Whole Foods. And they have been expanding the items that you can get under that 365 private label. So that is a good thing. So if you are in the area and you're just like, well, the only option I have is Whole Foods, look into the 365 brand. I'm not saying it's that cheap. It's not that damn cheap. I'm going to be honest with you, but it's less expensive than everything else in there is what I will say. And I noticed they started to lower some prices on some of the 365 items, but not all. Hello, dolls. Hey, Dimples, Wimples, baby. Did I speak to you? Hey, baby, welcome on in. I buy my apples loose to get them cheaper, and I get my oranges every now and then from Sam's. Everybody wasn't taught to cook, manage households. We are blessed because we were taught these things. You're right, Diddy's baby oil. But I feel like now with Diddy's baby oil, go home. because you know what? Just go home. What is going on with y'all in these pictures in y'all avatar? Diddy's baby oil. We're having a serious convo here. We're in here talking. What is going on? Oh my God. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I clicked on and I looked and I said, you know what? Oh my God. Diddy's baby oil. I feel like now with the social media out here and TikTok out here, I feel like this is a great opportunity to learn how to cook good things fast, quick, and in a hurry. How to utilize your air fryer or whatever the case may be, right? I know I make it sound so easy, and people may not feel like it's easier said than done, right? But hopefully those recipes people been saving, now they can utilize them. When Michelle was educating on healthy eating, people had a tantrum. They did. If the government wants to regulate food choices, how about they start from the top with the FDA banning of unhealthy additives such as dyes and Dimples Wimples? I agree. Now, I know that the FDA is going to ban the red food color. I don't know if I forgot which one it is, but I'm like, why aren't y'all banning both? There's red 40 and there's another red. Red 40 is not going to be banned. It's going to be the other red. But I'm like, if we're banning food dyes, if we're going to ban red, why can't we ban both of them? Both of them. Why are we just doing one, which is really strange to me? But they are going to ban one of the red food dyes. I don't know why they're not doing both. But I definitely agree with that, Dimples Wimples. Yes, I agree. Some of these people are young and dealing with raising a child alone and trying to be an adult. I get it, but I also think there should be some allowances. I understand that, Sanders. And I know you're coming from, you work in the medical field and you're seeing all different walks of life. And I understand that. I'm just sitting here telling y'all now that I have to help my grandmother. And my grandmother, she gets the SNAP benefits. And if she loses her SNAP benefits, it's just like, oh, well, what will grandma do? Well, we'll have to pay for her groceries. Everybody doesn't have that option, right? If my grandmother loses her SNAP, because she doesn't get cash from the state, she just gets the SNAP benefits. If she loses her SNAP benefits, one of us, we're going to have to kick in and make sure my grandmother's getting her meals and make sure that we can, we're going to have to buy her groceries in a nutshell, right? But everybody doesn't have that option. Everybody doesn't have that privilege. Everybody doesn't have that help. So it's just like, now that I'm saying that about my grandmother, I can't even imagine the people that are in areas where there is a food desert. But we have to learn, what can we do in the meantime about it, right? If this does happen, we just got to wait to see what's allowable when they're shopping for these items. WIC allows bread, but no hot dog or hamburger buns, which is interesting. That is weird. That is weird. Now, I ain't gonna lie, when I was growing up, honey, I did eat my hot dog and hamburgers on white bread, on Town Talk. Do they still sell Town Talk bread? I ate my hot dogs and hamburgers on Town Talk. We didn't have, and it's not because we couldn't afford the hot dog buns and hamburger buns. My mom just didn't buy it. She just bought regular Town Talk bread. So, you just put that bread on that hamburger, or you just took that bread and wrapped it around the hot dog, or your kielbasa sandwich, or whatever it is that she made. I pretty much was the only child. My sister and I were 11 years apart. So that's just how we ate. But, I have to remember that I'm older and I'm not younger. And a lot of these kids are microwave kids and air fryer kids. So I come from a time where, my mom, my grandmother, they cooked. They actually cooked. Like my sister, she's close to her 60s. She's in her late 50s. My sister doesn't eat cereal because she'll tell you in a minute, I didn't have to eat cereal when I was growing up because grandma cooked my breakfast. So she doesn't like cereal and won't eat cereal. She turns her nose up at cereal because my grandmother cooked her breakfast. She had hot breakfast growing up as a kid. So I have to remember it's just not the same anymore. 28 is truth. Welcome on in, baby. Love the shop. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, love the shop. We're just talking about the new SNAP benefits. Now, originally I was starting out with a video about EBT fraud, but we just got into some things. If you compare the US oatmeal ingredients to other countries, it's appalling. What the hell are we consuming? Dimples, Wimples, you and I can have an amazing convo about all of that, because as a girly with food allergies, I have to read the ingredients on a pack of gum. And when I got into reading the ingredients on things, it's so disgusting. Even in McDonald's, you want to go to McDonald's, you want to get you a little cute French fry. You don't eat red meat, you don't eat pork, but did you know that they add beef this and that, a bunch of bullshit to the French fries in the McDonald's? Why can't we just fry the potatoes? Why can't you just use the damn potatoes? Why do we have to add so much extra? So it's just crazy with the things that are in simple foods like oatmeal, like Dimples Wimple says right here. Your cereal, some crackers. You know what I'm saying? It's just, listen, Sunny Delight. Do you know there is mineral oil in Sunny Delight? Who the hell said, you know what? Let's add some mineral oil. Sunny Delight is gross to me anyway. I never liked it because it's very thick and syrupy, but there's mineral oil in that. What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy out here. Hey, Zenzo, welcome. Yes, it's a thankful Thursday. Yes, some allowances would be good, but if it'll be some a-hole creating the allowance that's out of touch. Now, Reef, you do have a point with that. Absolutely. You have a point with that. Do we even know how much junk food is brought in comparison to healthy? The extra money will only go to the top 1%. We don't know all of that. We're just listening to what the lady is saying, but we haven't heard this yet from the most important person and people who handle all of this. Yeah, Diddy's baby, I used to have a good old funky time with my wig. And that was back, like I said, that was over 20 years ago. I've always worked, right? And I know everybody doesn't have the, listen, I want to be loud and clear. I know everyone does not have the ability or the privilege or whatever you want to call it to work. I've been working since I was 13 years old. No lie. I've always been I don't like using the hustler word, but I've always been a hustler, right? And that's probably because of how I grew up. It's probably because of my father. It's probably because of my mother. Like, I've always worked. I've worked since I was 13 years old. I used to sweep hair in a barber shop. I used to work in a hair salon as a assistant. I used to work in a mom and pop store, whatever you want to call it. It was a Black-owned business. Boy, my God, the things I used to hear in there. But anywho, I used to work as a cashier in the store. So I've always worked. And whenever I could get assistance based off of whatever income I was making, absolutely, I took advantage of those programs and got my assistant, but I never was able to keep, it depends on what your income is. I didn't have a bunch of children at a young age. I didn't start having 2 and 3 kids until I got into my 30s, right? No, I'm lying. My kids are 6 years apart. So when I had assistance with my daughter, by the time I got pregnant with my son, I was making too much money to continue to get assistance. I think like when I got food stamps, did I have food stamps with my 17-year-old? I don't know if I was able to get them on maternity leave or not. I can't quite remember, but I just know it just wasn't something that was continuous for me, is what I'll say. It's been so long. Meal, yes, 28 true meal prepping. There's so many things that people are going to have to learn if this is going to be the case. And they need to prepare in advance if this happens, right? You can cook quick meals. Everything doesn't have to be a Sunday feast. I agree, Diddy's baby oil. Sandra says it's a huge jump to make for segments that are not cooking homemade meals. Rice-A-Roni is gone. processed meatballs are gone. We have been preaching to the choir for years about healthy eating. You're right, Sanders. I can't disagree with anything you're saying. You're absolutely correct. So I hope that hopefully this is something that people will start talking about, where the people are scrolling so that they can prepare in advance. You're going to have to prepare in advance, because if you can't get your rice-a-roni, you can't get your ravioli, you can't get your oodles and noodles. I don't know if y'all call them oodles and noodles. Here we call them oodles and noodles. You can't get your oodles and noodles, you can't get these things. Then what the hell are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to have to prepare. You're going to have to prepare. I don't know what people buy. The money they spend is only a fraction of U.S. waste. Nola, your girl 504, welcome on in. Hold on 1 second. I apologize for that. When I was in middle school, we had home economics. Oh my God, they don't have home ec anymore. I didn't even think about that. No, I remember we learned how to make chocolate chip cookies, ambrosia. What else did we learn? We learned some savory things as well. I believe, did we do chicken nuggets? I believe we made chicken nuggets from scratch. I can't remember it, honey. It's been a while. But yes, there's so many things that they just no longer have right now. Oh my God, I forgot all about that. My mother, rest in peace to your mom, baby doll, for sure. Prayers to you. Cooked for 10 kids, and she was born in Arkansas. So cooking was my favorite. Yeah, so that's the thing. The babies aren't cooking anymore. Dimples Whipple says we have lab-grown meat, pesticides on our fruits and vegetables, antibiotic and hormones-induced meat, unhealthy dyes, foods that contain approved insects, and the list goes on and on. So I think what Dimples Wimples is trying to say is, it's crazy that y'all are trying to take away processed food, junk food, foods that benefit people who really don't have a means or a way to provide for their families, yet and still the food that you want us to buy is still unhealthy because of the lab-grown meats, the pesticides, on the fruits and vegetables, the antibiotics and hormones, dyes, and everything else they just want to add to your food. Let's not forget about the GMOs. Everything now contains a bioengineered food ingredient. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, hold on. Dimples Wimples, you made a good point right here on the screen. Okay, how is this going to work? When did you forget the things that you want the people to buy include so many added this and that, things we don't need? Okay. I love rice-a-roni, the San Francisco tree. I was pissed because my mom never got rice-a-roni. She just purchased Uncle Ben's. So, you know what I mean? I used to be pissed about that because I always wanted to, to have some rice-a-roni. But my mom used to buy Uncle Ben's, and she would use cream of mushroom soup, or she would just, do whatever she needed to do to season the rice on her own. So, yeah, I always wanted to have me some rice-a-roni. This hits home for me as I volunteered at a community center in an impoverished neighborhood. I think Wick is on the chopping block as well. Golden Child, welcome on in, baby. They can use SNAP at Sam's. Yes, but can they get to Sam's? I think that's the problem. Can they get to Sam's? There's some people who can't get to Sam's, or they don't have a Sam's in their area. So that's the problem with the places that include a food desert. Oh, so I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sanders, baby. I had no idea you sent a blessing to the channel, baby. I'm sorry. I got to get down and get to that. I'm sorry, you guys, because I do not want anybody to ever think that I didn't see a blessing. Welcome on in, Sassy Experience. Let me find it. I'm so sorry. We went to the inner city schools. Honey, I'm trying to get down to I'm going to just highlight that here. Oh, I love me some red cabbage. I do. Okay. Rain says she had WIC many years ago, and it was helpful as a single mother. Yes, it was. It was very helpful. Now, some people don't like to talk about it. Some of us have had a glow up. Some of us are blessed and thriving, and we might forget about the struggle, right? I haven't. I haven't. The moment my business started to slow down last year, the moment I noticed that this income is not going to be something you'll be receiving, and I got used to that income, I got used to those profits, I said, I have to do something immediately. And that's when I started looking for a part-time job. Like, I can't imagine, I can't imagine knowing that I don't have, I can't feed my family, right? And I'm not in this house by myself. He was very offended. He doesn't, I'm going to be honest with you. This man here, he felt some type of way when I started my own business. He was okay with me just working my typical 9-to-5 corporate job. Okay, cool. You got a job. You've been had a job. I get it. Cool. But when I started adding more streams of income, but like I told you, I've been working since I've been 13. So I've always been a go-getter, right? He felt some type of way because he feels like I don't have to do any of this at all if I don't want to. So I don't know, I don't know if it's his own insecurities. That's something he would have to deal with, because I'm going to always be me. I'm always going to be Nia, right? Not the doll. I'm always going to be Nia. I'm always going to be a go-getter. I'm always going to clean up my own mess. So it's just like, I don't look for anybody, regardless if I know you got me, and regardless if I know you'll give it to me. I'm just going to get it on my own, because if I made my own mess, I have to clean up my own mess. If I do some crazy, stupid shit and I got to go to jail for it, you can't come to the jail with me. The only thing you could do to help me is put money on my books, right? So I just like to clean up my own mess. That's just me, though. Let me see here. I agree. I make TikTok recipes constantly. I've done 2 this week. I'm trying to cut back on eating out. Eating out is crazy. Yeah, red 40 is not banned. It's the other red 40 this the other red, whatever the number is, that they want to ban. But I'm like, why not both of them? Why are we just banning one? If you're already going to implement the ban, just do all of it. Do everything. Like, I don't get it. And I'm talking because I am somebody who has a kitchen full of things that don't, but again, it is expensive. Hey, it is expensive. So I have to keep that in mind. Everybody does not have it in order to do it. So I have to keep that in mind. I saw a high school girl on TV. She had $5 and was able to buy an orange and water. And she got a whole fattening meal from McDonald's. And this is so crazy, because I follow a lot of different people on my TikTok, right? Not my TikTok. God damn it. I'm subscribed to quite a mixture of things here on my YouTube. And I thought to myself, maybe I should go to the store with $20 to see what I can get. This has been done before, but like, people do it at the Dollar Tree, people do it at Aldi, and somebody's done it at Walmart as well, right? What can you get for $20 that's not considered health, that's not considered a junk food that can feed your family? Now, you have to keep in mind, people got a lot of people in their house, right? But to me, if I have $20, the first thing I'm going to be quite honest with you, is some type of pasta. I'm definitely going for some type of spaghetti, because you can sneak different veggies in there, your different peppers. You can also sneak spinach, different things you can sneak into that meal. You have to be careful, as Dimples Wimples is telling you. A lot of these things, although they're whole foods, there's things that have been added to them. But when you're on a budget, you have to do what works for you. Everybody can't afford grass-fed. Everybody can't afford to get the meat that doesn't have the added antibiotics and hormones. Everybody can't get the pasture-fed organic eggs. So you have to be careful with comparison if you are somebody who can afford those things, is what I'll say. Lay, welcome on in, baby. Yes, Rain. They're opening so many Family Dollars. It's like not even a 2-mile radius, and there's another one. And a lot of them in my area are starting to close because it's just like we don't need 5 Family Dollars in a 3-4 mile radius. What is the point? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Rain said people just need to know how to cook. That would be great. YouTube channel, How to Eat Healthier on a food stamp allowance, including education. Yes, who's going to make the YouTube channel? Because if it's up to me, baby, I'm going to throw it on this channel. I'm not making all these different channels. I've already lived that lifestyle where I got 9 and 10 different social media platforms. I'm just not doing it. I got a TikTok right now that I, worked hard to gain a following. I got 10K followers on my TikTok, and it's just TikTok is just not the place for me. I tried it and I just was like, I can't do this. It's just too much going on. So, I have multiple YouTube pages. I have multiple Instagram pages. It's just too much, but it would be nice if somebody would. I'm sorry, you guys. I got to get down to, I didn't lost my train of thought. Thank you so much, baby doll. Sanders are in. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses to you, baby. Love this conversation. This is my nurse education heart. Thank you so much for pouring into the channel and blessing the channel, baby. Hugs and kisses to you. Let me go ahead and make sure that I put myself here on the screen. We are going to have to leave shortly. I apologize, you guys. I didn't know we were going to get into some things. Thank you so much, baby. I love y'all down. Thank you guys for chatting with me today. T-Rain, thank you so much, baby, for pouring into the channel, blessing the channel. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses to you, baby. Love you down. I appreciate you. I value y'all and I love y'all down, baby. Let me put myself up here on. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay. I love my spring water and my distilled water. I agree. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm behind on the comments. I'm not going to be able to get to all of the comments. So I do apologize for that. I'm just scrolling through. All the kids didn't like and I'm going to be honest with you, Sanders. When I was growing up, my mom overcooked the broccoli, overcooked the cabbage. The vegetables were overcooked. Now, when I cook vegetables, I would like to still see the color is green. I like to have a crunchy flavor. Baby, the cabbage is seasoned down, but I like to add peppers to my cabbage. I like to add the onions to my cabbage, fresh garlic, and I still like a crunch. I want to still feel like I'm going to get the nutrition from the vegetables, right? But like growing up, my mom, my grandmother, baby, they overcooked those vegetables. They did. You don't know the torture you miss when everyone else is outside playing and you shucking pee. Take something simple as our water. Most contain sodium I'm gonna fuck up the name, bicarbonate, and along with other things for flavoring. Why? You're absolutely correct, Dimples Wimples. Dimples, baby. Let me tell you something. We can have a good old time talking. Food is my passion to talk about, which is so crazy because I actually used to have a food page. If you ever want to learn about eating and removing inflammatory foods, there's something called the Whole30. I haven't done a Whole30 in a while. Well, I'm lying. I did one last year. Whole30 is what changed my life and how I found out I had food allergies. It is restrictive. It is. It's strict if you're not used to watching what you eat, but you learn so much. Everything Dimples Wimples is talking about, you learn so much about what is in this food out here. It's called the Whole30. All right. You can look into that. This is a way to reset. Honey, this is not a paid sponsorship. This is a way just to reset, just for you to see what's going on with your body. So let me put that out there. Okay. Rain says she loves the 365 products. We had some economics in typing, and they don't even teach. Nope, there's no more cursive writing, no more typing, none of the above. I don't even think in science, I recall dissecting a frog. I don't even think they're dissecting the animals anymore in science. I know that's what I did. Oh, I didn't like that. That little frog, his ass was stinking. That frog, honey, that frog stank. It did. It was funky. Yes, it was, honey. Yeah, processed foods are very addictive. Sugar is like cocaine because I'm a sugar demon. I don't like to use the word demon, but it's the truth. Sugar is my cocaine. Sugar is my drug. It's my jam. Carbs, it's my jam. And it does something to you. I'm not going to lie. You go through a withdrawal. Me, I break out. And anytime I come up off of that sugar or the things I have no business eating, my body literally breaks out from head to toe. I am right now covered in rash and marks because I had to come up off of my sugar high from the end of 2024. So it's crazy when you start removing these things, you go through withdrawal. Yes, you do. CCB, welcome on in, baby. No, they definitely don't care about the least fortunate at all, CCB. Welcome on in, honey. No, they don't. I've always wanted shake. Oh my God. G and A, like to comment. Me too. I always wanted to try shake and bake as well. My mom was shaking and baking that chicken and them pork chops in that flour in a paper bag or in the sink or in a grocery store bag. See, y'all don't want to talk about this because when people do that now, oh my God, why y'all got that in the sink? And I'm thinking, well, hell, that's how they did it. That's how they did it for me. Back in the day, that's how my grandmother and my mom did it. Or they used a grocery store bag or they used a paper bag, honey. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Honey, there was no shake and bake. Shake and bake is another thing I wanted to try. Absolutely. And I don't eat hamburger helper. I've never, it's just never, we didn't get it. My mom just didn't do that. Oh, that is right. Diddy's baby oil. And that's another thing. You have to pay. Honey, you can't just fall up into the Sam's Club. You do have to pay for that membership. One of the best things I learned in home ec is if it's burning, don't cut the eye down. Take the pot off the eye. Why am I today? I'm not going to tell my damn business. I'm not going to tell my business. I'm not going to tell my business. Good morning. I also like this message as I work in the school district with the food service. No more snow crab legs on EBT. Ice was in our school district. Scary and unfortunate. I'm sure that was very scary and unfortunate. I have been seeing snippets of the news, but like I said, the news takes me down. So I'm trying to stay away from it because I don't want to live in some type of, I have so much faith. I don't want to live in fear. I don't. Shit like that will start to it starts to scare me. Yes, my heart is definitely all of my babies, especially my babies out there, my federal employees. Baby, I love y'all so much. I can't even imagine. Do you hear me? I can't imagine. I can't imagine what you all are dealing with right now. So more than my heart goes out to you, baby. I swear for God, I can't. Okay. And I don't want to get into all of this. You know what I'm saying? Because baby, it's too much going on. It's so much going on. Queen Black, and I would love to get into growing my own food as well. She's growing her own vegetables, and I have the space and opportunity to do so. I always say I just need somebody to get me started. I had my first child at 16, and although my life wasn't as hard because of family health, I've been around people who had to struggle, so I always understood both sides of the coin. I understand both sides of the coins as far as it's limited though. You know what I mean? Diddy's baby oil, it's limited. Like I've been on both sides of the coin seeing people who didn't have help, but they just also made a way. So I haven't seen like the actual struggle is what I'm saying. I've only seen the struggle of we get food stamps, we get welfare, we get this, we get that. But I've never seen the struggle personally. Of course, I've heard about it. I've never seen the struggle of people who can't feed their families, who can't get assistance, who are in areas where there are no grocery stores. You know, I lived in the hood when I was growing up, but we had a meat store, we had a butcher. You know, we had a small, store. It was called Alexander's. It's closed now, but we had small businesses that helped our community. And we also had something called, what is it called? Where you can go to the store and you can get whatever you need and you pay them back whenever you get your check or wherever you get the stamps. I forgot how to say it. We had that going in our fish market. We had that going for it's called Bell's Market, where you would get your meat and your meat packages and stuff. Like we had all of that, but they don't have these things anymore. They don't have these things anymore at all. Beans, rice, cornbread, mixed cabbage, potatoes. Come on, ducks. Come on, Ducky Dexter, laying out the things you can get. Hey, baby, how are you? $20 does wonders at Aldi's, honey. You know, I be down in the Aldi's. I missed Aldi yesterday. It was Wednesday, the hour shame, the new items. I did look at the online flyer, but you can do a lot with $20 down there in the Aldi. Yes, you can. Absolutely. 28 is Truth said. Ooh, I overcooked my veggies. Oh, Rain, I've never had ambrosia. What does it taste like? I haven't had it in so long, but to me, it has a cherry flavor, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. There's a cherry flavor to it. Now, the ambrosia that we made is probably not as healthy as it should be right now. I don't even recall having all of these additives and dyes and all of these things when I was growing up. I don't. I believe it's something that was like filtered in slowly and now it's all over. But I remember, I know it was canned fruit cocktail that was used, mixed in with apples, and somebody else will tell you, child, because I'm gonna F around and lie. Oh my God. Oh, the minute you didn't like the shake and bake Diddy's baby oil. Irie vibes. Hey, baby, welcome on in. My mother shaked and baked her chops with Italian breadcrumbs. My mother cooked every day except Saturday. Yet all of that is not going on. So what y'all are saying is shake and bake is full of sodium. Yes, and refined grains, unfortunately. When my coworker would cut out her sugar, I would call her Debo, and she had green eyes. Oh my goodness, you guys. So yeah, we're gonna have to go shortly. Credit, yeah, but we called it something. It was store credit, but we called it something here. I have space to grow my own food as well, but I'm scared of love to shop. Now, see, now, love to shop. Now you didn't ruined it. Okay. Because it was the bugs for me, but like, oh yeah, the rodents. My God, the rodents. I lived in Magnolia Projects. We had a fruit and vegetable guy that came around selling, and a fish guy that would come and sell as well. He would even cut. He would even cut the fish for you. You have an amazing day, T Rain, baby. I don't think are they still doing that? Do you currently still reside in Magnolia, or was this when you used to live there? And do they still do these things like our housing projects here? They have gardens. The one that I know of, they have a little garden. We have so much in where I'm from, the hood where I grew from. I like to say the hood because, baby, I grew up around some things, okay? But the neighborhood I grew up in, right now they have so much for them. Now, although we don't have our butcher anymore in our meat stores, they have the free store. They have so many programs for our children. They have gardens, little small gardens. And then I believe every Saturday on our main avenue, they sell, fresh produce for those of people who have the EBT. Everything is in walking distance. And I didn't know that this was happening all over because, all housing assistance, what am I trying to say? Low income housing varies. Some low income housing, people take care of where they live at. They make their house a home. But then you have other places where it is ran down and, there's neglect happening. There's nobody managing the grounds. So, I would love to know if this is still happening. I know in my area, they have the garden and they still have a lot of things going for our people who reside in the housing communities. Love you back as well, T-Rain. I need to learn how to grow in containers as well, Queen Black. I got to get my ass off of here. The Gold Experience, welcome on in. How are you, honey? I grew my own vegetables and fruit. I grew cantaloupe and saw one rodent and my dog did absolutely nothing. I let everything die. Oh, Sanders, damn it. I even wanted to just throw a pumpkin into my space where I could grow food. And I just wanted to see if more pumpkins would grow because I seen it online that if you throw a pumpkin into your yard, that more pumpkins would grow. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm just afraid. I'm so scared to do that. I am. And when I went outside, I was showing my friend. My friend is from the island. So she makes everything from scratch. And she's also a vegan. And I was showing her, I was telling her like I would love to grow my own food, but I would need, I just want somebody to start it for me. And when I went outside, I seen pellets and I was just like, oh my God, I think I'm walking in poop. I think I'm walking in turkey poop because if y'all don't know, we have wild turkeys. And she was like, no, that's deer poop. And I was just like, F it, abort the mission. I'm not fucking around with this. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not coming out here dealing with this. I'm just not. So I just got frustrated. Like there's too much going outside is scary for me. But we need to be out there doing the things if we have the space to do so. My name for the pup is Mixture. So, hey, Miss Lorraine, I love you down, but I do not like Mixture, baby. Why are we naming the puppy Mixture? Oh my God. I used to love when fruit man passed to my grandmother's house to smell of fresh fruit. We don't have any fruit men anymore. No, we don't have that. I meant shut my mouth. It's too late, love, to shop. You already scared me when you brought up rodents. You already got me scared because I was worried about the bugs and the animal poop. You already said rodents. I'm scared. Ours was called dewbills in my hood. We grow a lot in the yard. Can't be afraid of wildlife. Elsid, get somebody else to do it, baby. I'm scared. Honey, every time I see a groundhog or anything, I text my daughter like, girl, I was just attacked by a groundhog. And she'd be like, you were not attacked. Yes, I was. It bit me, girl. I seen it. It bit me. Like, I do not do the animals. I don't do the animals, baby. Absolutely not. Yes, cross country cruise, her baby. Welcome on in. Yes, love to shop, said rodents. And I said, oh, no, ma'am. Just imagine I'm going out to harvest and pull all my good collard greens and pull all my good things, baby. And there's a rodent. Oh, honey, I'm going to pass clean out. And they're going to feast on me for dinner because I'm going to pass out. No ma'am, no ham, and no turkey. My family always had gardens. When I was little, 3 or 4 families would grow different things. Do you garden now, Gabby girl? Girl, I got to go. I got to go. I'll love her here. Here is Mixture. She'll be able. We're not going to call our cute dog Mixture. Y'all, Miss Lorraine is going to do what she wants to do. Y'all know Miss Lorraine, baby. Miss Lorraine will do what she wants to do. She's going to call the puppy Mixture. We still have to put the poll up. We are not calling our little poodle Mixture. Oh, what? Really, Queen Black? Oh my goodness. So you threw a watermelon in the yard and it grew through a neighbor's fence. He called me and said, "I have your watermelon." Honey, watermelon be expensive. Watermelon gets very expensive. Yes. Oh, Miss Unique, Aldi's is one of my number one. I do Aldi's, Trader Joe's, and Whole Foods and Walmart. But I do Walmart for certain things. For certain things only, but it's not my main grocery hub at all. Like, I don't buy meat from Walmart. Um, yeah, I don't do meat from Walmart, but Walmart has quite a few things that I need because of my food allergies, and it's less expensive there. I know people are banning and boycotting Walmart. But yeah, family rented plots for gardening. Let me write, what is a rented? Let me see here. Because honey, I got to write some of this shit down. Container growing, container garden. I think, and I know this sounds ridiculous. I think, so are you telling me I could go outside and just throw some seeds and things will start growing? I don't have to dig in the dirt and all of that. Is that what you're telling me, El Cid? Because let me F around and find out if I can just throw some seeds outside and see what happens, or what sprinkles, what will we get from that? Um, I would probably be the one trying to create a greenhouse, because I'm scared. I am scared, and I know people are very like, not the greenhouse. I am scared of outside. And I'm just being honest, but I'm gonna play the last thing that I originally came here for, because when it comes to talking about SNAP benefits, and when it comes to buying, now love to shop. Now you done brought up the worms. Love to shop. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have a meet and greet. We're gonna have a meet and greet, love to shop, and we're gonna have to face our fears. We're gonna have to go somewhere where somebody is going to show us what to do when we see worms, bugs, and rodents. We gotta do something about this, because you sound so much like me. Like, outside stinks a little bit. I don't I don't even, you guys, I don't even like sitting on, when you go to the cafe and they got like a cute outdoor setting. I don't like that. There's flies out there, there's bugs. Something's going to fly on my food and I'm going to be pissed off. I don't even like sitting outside to eat my food, because there's something flying around and it's going to land on what I'm eating. I don't like that outdoor. And when we go out to eat, he likes, when it's nice outside, he likes to do the outdoor seating. And I don't like that. Now, I do it just to avoid, I do it just because, but I don't like it. I hate it the whole time. And it's hard for me. I can't talk. I got to keep my eyes on my plate, because I feel like a fly is going to land on whatever it is that we're eating. So one more thing before we go. This is why what made me want to talk about this is because a lot of people like to put one demographic, one segment, one sector, one community. They like to feel like that it's only the Black community that will suffer, or it's only the Black community that gets assistance, and that's not the case. Now, we all know that, but you know how they do out here in the media, right? So this is what I wanted to actually share with you guys. Give me 1 second to pull it on up. All right. I'm going to share it. Let me share my screen. Now, this is old. I don't think this is new. So please keep that in mind. I did not say this was something recent, but it is circulating on Instagram right now because of everything that's going on, with the man and his pen and his papers and the things that he's signing. All right. Where is it? Right here? Wait, no, I don't want that. Give me a second, you guys. I got to be careful. Hold on. How do I get to the post? Go to the post. Okay. All right. So here we are. I'm going to pull that up and then we're going to go after this. Where is the Instagram? Okay. Okay, I got to take the volume off. Hold on, you guys. Where's the damn volume? Oh.
And we're like one of maybe 3 or 4 law enforcement agencies in the state of Florida that have decided to do something about this.
And it has to do with just that. Meal tickets in the form of EBT cards for low-income individuals being fraudulently used. One part of the investigation centered around Gerald Millis, a local restaurant owner who police say purchased EBT cards from people for 50 to 60 cents on the dollar and then stocked his local Pizza Pros restaurant with food he bought using those cards.
We were able to determine that he used 53 different EBT cards at Sam's Club.
Police say 55 people were also caught illegally selling their EBT cards to undercover detectives.
A couple of them said, "I'm headed to go get some rock cocaine."
A beyond frustrating reality for taxpayers who today learned their hard-earned money is being misused. Walked in one by one, some hung their heads, others wore their feelings right there on their T-shirts. Today, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office announced an undercover operation they've been working on for months, resulted in more than 100 arrest warrants and close to 40 arrests.
This is a huge problem, and we're like one of maybe 3 or 4 law enforcement agencies in the state of Florida that have decided to do something about this.
And it has to do with just that. Meal tickets in the form of EBT cards for low-income individuals being fraudulent.
Yeah, so when I seen that, I wanted to share that and let you know that we are not the only people that benefit from SNAP benefits, okay? There's so much shame going on out here with, you know, people like to blame us for Section 8. They like to blame us for having the food stamps. They like to blame us like we're the only ones that live in public housing. There's just so much going on. And I just wanted to let you know that that's not the case, okay? And we are not the face of getting assistance. Everybody is getting some type of assistance. Even your rich housewives that you see walking through the Target, walking through the Whole Foods, some of them even get assistance. Ask me how I know. Okay. Ask me how I know. All right. If you qualify, you qualify. There's a lot of women out here who are divorced, and they no longer have that income coming in from that husband, and they have to do what? They have to go down there to that office and get what? Get those food stamps until everything comes through for them. So I hate that they put a certain type of attack on people who are out there utilizing assistance, okay? And I just wanted to show you that we are not the face of it, all right? Hello, 28 is truth, okay, baby? All right? So there's that. I just wanted to let you know. There are people who live right now in a low income housing. They don't qualify for food stamps because they make too much money. But some of the low income housing is based off of your income. So they're still there. So regardless of, well, it's low income housing and income based housing. It's two different things, right? Just because people are getting some type of assistance, that doesn't mean that they're lazy. It doesn't mean that everybody's sitting on their ass. It doesn't mean that they don't have it. It's called assistance. Okay? Period. All right. So I just wanted to let you know we are not the face of that. That's what I pretty much came here to say. All right, you guys. So we got to get on out of here. Hola, dolls. Hey, Pink Pearls, baby. Welcome on in. Okay. And I just wanted to just let you know there's so much going on. We take so much shit personal out here. We take it so personal, like we're the only ones that are affected. And that's not the case. Okay. That is just not the case. All of this shit happening Oh, everybody, people are going to feel it, is what I'm going to say. Okay. We're not going to be the only ones to feel it, is what I'm trying to say. All right. I don't want to try to get into, I don't want to get into a little too much around here because, here at the Dollhouse, baby, I love everybody. Right. I love everyone and everybody, but we got to stop letting people play in our face at the same time. We have to stop letting people play in our face at the same time. This is going to affect all skin colors at the end of the day. All right. So I got to go, y'all. Y'all know I got to log on into my, I got to go to work. Okay. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this with me. I didn't say enjoy as if we didn't have fun. We really got into some things. Again, I told you all, Nesto and them, they're not going to be here forever. So we have to make sure we are, talking about other things. And I appreciate everybody who's stayed here with me and talked about something different other than gossip, other than Nesto, Shirley, Edith, and them. Thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to me. I can't wait to see our number increase in the room when we start talking about different things. I was going to come here and be messy. I do have, you know what else said? Before we go, I'm just going to show you that I actually have it. Hold on 1 second, baby. It's actually up on my, where's my damn TikTok at? It's actually up because it's on my thumbnail. And give me a second. Damn, where is my what happened to the TikTok? I had it up. Shit. Video details, Lay's chips recall. I just had the damn TikTok up. Why did they sign me out? Or was it TikTok? Was I signed on up here? Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, this is where it was at. So I was on her channel. Let me show you guys. I was on her channel and she's letting you know about fraud that's about to occur with your income tax. Okay. And let me see something here. If I can find the one that she was referring to.
Jail time for committing check fraud.
So this is Shy Fraud TV. Okay. And I believe she's reading people's stories or things that had happened to people. Oh, have you been in a rabbit? Oh my goodness. Are you serious, Sanders? How do you like that community? We'll talk about that on another live because I've been meaning to do another live about the 304 community. I love it over there. Thank you so much, Miss Boogie Down. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses to you, baby. Thank you so much for pouring into the channel. Love you down, baby. Let me put myself up here on the screen. Okay. 1 second, you guys. Let me thank you so much, baby doll. So this is Shy Fraud TV. That's the name of her channel. And if you look on the screen, you see she has jail check fraud scam, scam for customer money, bank fraud scam, food stamp scam, lawyer arrested at the bank for check fraud. So let me know if y'all want to get into some of these things that she's talking about. Let's see which one has a high amount of views.
Up and said that today I'm going to go commit check fraud at a local branch. Baby, it's not even 12 noon and you woke up, decided that you were going to go step into a local branch with a fraudulent check and expect for them to give you all the money out this check. $73,000. You think that the bank is going to give you $73,000 and not verify anything about this check? Work email associated on my phone. So I am seeing all of these new cases that are being filed. And one is from this branch. A customer comes in to cash a check for $73,000 from a job that they only worked at for 23 days. 23 days. 23 days. And you think these people are going to give you a check for $73,000? Baby, they go to verify this check and they said this person hasn't worked with us for over a year. He was only here for 23 days. So the cops come to ask them questions about this check, and they're saying that his employer gave it to him. And so they put the employer on the phone and they said, this person has now worked with us for over a year. The only check.
So yeah, pretty much this is what she's just talking about, different things. You know, you got to be careful with life. Life is lifing right now. You have to be careful to not get caught up in the fast money, because baby, it is messy and ghetto out there right now. Okay. You got to be very careful. I'm so serious. Be very careful. So yeah, we can get into some things like this for sure. Love to shop. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much, baby doll, for pouring into the channel. Hugs and kisses to you. Smooches, baby. Let me put myself up here on the screen, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you, baby doll. I just want to make sure before we go that we shout out to Sanders RN for pouring into the channel. Thank you, T Rain, for pouring into the channel. Thank you to Miss Boogie Down for pouring into the channel. And thank you, Love to Shop, for pouring into the channel. I love y'all down. Thank you, everybody, for engaging with me, joining me, chatting with me. And honey, we got to go. You know, the dog got to go to work. I got to go to work, y'all. If I could hang out with y'all longer, I would, but I can't. I can't, because, you know, I got something to do, and it's called I got to go to work. All right. Some of y'all are at work. I got to now log on and go to work. And I have to also prepare for a meeting that I have at 11 o'clock. So there's that. Of course, I'm not prepared yet. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And to our birthday people, our birthday girls and guys. Happy birthday to all of our happy birthday to all of our Aquarius, baby. It's a blessing to see another year. Enjoy your season. I hope you got everything that you wanted to get. Okay, baby. I hope you plan to eat good. Baby, don't settle for cake you don't like. Tell people to quit playing with you. Why would somebody get you an all chocolate cake? What the hell am I going to do with all of this chocolate cake? Tell them you don't want that chocolate cake. Absolutely not. Tell the people what you want. It's your day. Quit accepting things that you don't like. All right. And you enjoy your birthday, baby. Get into it. All right. And let me tell you something. Let me go back to this right here. Thanks, doll, for being you. Baby, if I had to show up as somebody else, it would be hard to perform. Okay. It's going to be a hard performance if I had to show up like I was somebody else. Do you hear me? That is a word. Do you hear me? All right. So we're going to get the hell on out of here, honey. We didn't have any fun today. Today was not about fun. We did laugh a little bit, but today was more, it was a little serious. I wasn't prepared for it at all, to be quite honest with you. So thank you so much. Shout out to Dimples Wimples. She was my spirit animal today, talking about the ingredients, because that is my that is something that I'm heavy. Okay. That is something that I have to do to live, obviously, to live comfortably is what I'll say. So you were my spirit animal today, Dimples Wimples, bringing up those ingredients, because that is a topic of mine that I take pleasure in. I wish that we could definitely go live and just get into that alone. Now, if you want to do that, you all, let me know when we end the live. Drop down in the comments if you're catching a replay. If you would like to talk about ingredients in your food, let me know, baby. We can do a mixture of things around here. I don't care if we gossip, because in order to gossip, you have to be alive, right? In order to participate in gossip, you have to be alive to do so. And in order to be alive, that means you had to eat. You have to eat food. So we'll put it right on this channel. I ain't got to start no new damn channel. We talk about it right here, and then we can gossip after. How about that? Let me know if you want to do that. If not, we don't have to. It's up to you. But that is definitely my lane when it comes to talking about this, the ingredients in this food. Yes, it is. Okay. So, baby, I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you all so much, baby. And hit the like button so that we can get into the algorithm. Bye. Thank you again.
What we do here is go back.
Oh,